In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this dress for a girl. So I use satin fabric, and this is satin, the other one is polyester cotton. So I got 1 meter for each fabric, so it is 2. So I was making my basic pattern here to cut. So the length is 11 inches for shoulder to waist of the measurement that I'm using. Then I went on to divide my shoulder by 2, so I got 5.25 inches. Then I went on to mark 2 inches for my neck width. The neck depth for the back is 1 inch. Then I drew a curve for the back neckline. So if you like, you can just cut on the fabric. So I went down by 1/2 inch there for my shoulder slope. Then I connected it to the neckline. So then I will come down by all depth, which is 5. I mark it. Then I draw my chest line. So this is my chest line that I am drawing here. My chest line. Then I joined the armhole depth to the chest line. So then I went on to divide my chest measurement by 4. So I marked the answer that I got. Then I mark 1.5 inch for ease and sewing allowance. Then I mark the center of my armhole depth, so I can draw the armhole. For the front armhole, you will come in by 1/2 inch to draw the curve for the front armhole. So I was drawing the armhole for the back. This is for the back. I'm gonna use this pattern to cut both the front and the back of the dress. Then I divided my waist by 4 and I mark it. Then I mark 1.5 inch for sewing and ease at the waist. Then I join it to the chest line. So I was drawing the front armhole here. I was drawing the front armhole. Please like this video if you find any value in it. So at the bottom of your pattern, you're gonna mark 1/2 inch. Then you're gonna blend it to your waistline. Then you're gonna cut it off. Then you're gonna cut it. See my fabric, I'm gonna fold it and pin it. So here I was cutting the back is on fold, so I was pinning my pattern to my fabric. So when I'm cutting, I'm gonna add 1/2 inch at the shoulder, and at the bottom of my pattern I'm gonna add 1/2 inch for joining. See, for the front I'm gonna leave about 3 inches for the wrap extension. Then I'm gonna pin the pattern. So the neckline, I'm gonna draw a different neckline for the front as you see, as shown on the video. So this is my front. I cut 2 pieces for the front, so I was taking in marking that half an inch, so I will cut it for the front armhole. So this is it. This is for the front. This is it. So I'm gonna sew and leave a small gap. So here I folded my pattern, my fabric on bias from, so I took my waist and I divided by 4. Yeah, I mark what then I mark it, then I mark the length of the skirt, which was 12. 12. The length was 12, so I didn't cut exactly where I measure. I leave joining allowance at the top. So this is the skirts, the other. So I am going to cut the ruffle. This is what I'm going to add to join to my skirt. This ruffle, this one is for the wrap. I'm going to sew it. So the width, length is 18, 3.5 inches. So what I will do, I'm gonna sew the shoulder and the side seam. So I started by overlocking my shoulders, then I went on to sew the side seams of my top. So when I'm done, I'm going to pin it and sew the side seams, and I'm done overlocking. Sewing the shoulders of my top of the dress. See, and I'm going to join the side seams, but on one side I'm gonna leave a gap of about 1 inch, so I can pass one of the wrap ropes for the dress. So I was sewing, then I leave a gap to pass the wraps of the dress, and I am done sewing the dress. You see, this is the gap that I leave. So I went on to sew the other side of the dress. So this is it. I'm going to tweak it and iron it, so it will be nice. So I have sewn my wrap ropes, so I'm gonna put them on the front, and I'm going to use bias tape to finish the neckline of the dress. So please subscribe if you find any value in this video. So I was using the bias tape, so I started by sewing it at the right side of the fabric, Then I'm gonna press it on my iron when I'm done sewing. Then I'm gonna top stitch it on the wrong side of the dress to finish the neckline. So this is it. I was notching and trimming excess fabric on, so it will, when I'm sewing it will be nice. So I'm going to take it like this, and I'm going to top stitch it all around the neckline to finish the neckline. Finish the neckline of the top of the dress. Now I'm going to work on the sleeve of the dress. So I'm just gonna take a fabric and gather it to the fabric. This, it is 6 by 17 inches. So now I'm going to fold it and sew it at the ends. Then I'm going to turn it to the right side. So I have sewn it, and then I sew a gathering stitch. Then I'm going to gather it and pin it and sew it. So this is it after I was done gathering my sleeve. So if you like, you can pleat your sleeve, you can cut any sleeve that you like to cut. So I'm gonna pin it and sew it. Then I'm going to use bias tape to finish my armhole. If you like, you can overlock it for a nice finishing. So this is me. I was sewing the sleeve to my armhole. So this is it after I was done sewing it. Then I went on to finish it with bias tape. You see the top is done now. I'm going to work on the bottom part. So this is the skirt part. I was curving it at the center front. If you like, you can leave it to be straight, but I want it to be this, look like this. So this is the fabric, the red fabric. The width is 6 inches, the length is ×2 of the bottom part of the skirt. So I'm going to gather it on the skirt. So this is the skirt. I have sewn a gathering stitch at the top. I also hemmed the bottom of the fabric. So I was gathering it. When I'm done gathering it, I'm going to pin it all around the skirt part. So this is it. I have sewn and overlock it. So now I'm going to mark the center of this, and I'm going to match it with the center of the top of the dress. So I'm going to pin it and sew it, then I'm going to overlock it. So this is the dress all done. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel.